I said, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? We got to get into this Xbox Showcase 2025. Welcome to Lunch with Steel. I already ate my sandwich, but we about to get into these Lay's Korean style wavy fried chicken chips off the top of the dome. We'll just off the tip of the top, before we get into talking about these games, man. If you don't know who I am, Still Rain at Teaser 7 everywhere. I'm going to make this like the beginning video of one of my first TikToks on this here channel, because I said, you know what? Let's start fresh. That right there? It's all right. Man, bad. Anyway, let's get into this showcase, baby. Y'all gonna see me kind of screen recording here. And I'm just gonna run down the list, man. GameSpot. Ooh, them chips got a kick to it. Okay. Anyway, Xbox Game Showcase 2025, all the biggest announcements. This is coming from GameSpot. I'm just kind of go down the list, man. I ain't gonna take too long on none of this. Outer Worlds 2. I'll tell you what. The thing that the Outer Worlds 2 did for me, I don't think that they should have started the show with it, since they were already doing like a deep dive after the show. I kind of feel like that was a little bit of a waste of time there. Personally, I think they should have led with Clockwork Revolution, which we'll get down to that one. But I thought Outer Worlds 2 was all right. They are doing third person on that joint, though. So there is that. It's going to be interesting, man. So maybe I jump in it, maybe I don't. High on Life 2. This one showed phenomenally. I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, it was CGI still. It was CGI. If you haven't played High on Life 1, please play High on Life 1. High on Life is just a funny, over-the-top kind of game. If you into Family Guy, American Dad, that type of comedy, or even better, Rick and Morty, that's essentially what the game is, man. It's along that same premise. Doesn't take itself overly serious. Super dope. So High on Life 2 is a standout. Resonance: A Plague's Tale. I'm gonna go back on there. Plague's Tale. Didn't play the OG Plague's Tale. I just didn't have any interest in it. Oh, rats and all of that. I know the story is solid. It ain't for me. This one was really intriguing, though. It looks like they're trying to branch Plague's Tale out, right? Do some different things with it. I thought it looked dope. The ROG Ally Xbox X, or whatever, Xbox Ally X, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to tell you this. I believe that Xbox's vision is going to be within the handhelds, all that good stuff, whatever the case. I like the direction that Xbox is going, especially with Game Pass, more games than I've ever been able to play before, access. The number one thing at this showcase was Xbox Play Anywhere. And I think that this is going to be 100% part of that journey. This pulled my interest more than any other handheld device has thus far. But you better believe it. This thing right here, this thing right here, it's probably gonna be about a band. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's probably about to be $1,000. But nonetheless, I think it's gonna be a solid device for those who are interested in it. I've been looking at getting something similar, just for the living room. Still use a game device. I don't know. I like the concept of it. I think it showed well, and people are saying some good stuff about it with the UI experience. Again, because the number one thing about this is all about the UI, making sure that it feels as gamer friendly as possible. Nobody want to deal with all the Windows stuff, and I'm a PC dude as well, so it's like I consider myself a gamer across the board. I don't necessarily put it in consoles or PCs or whatever the case might be, although I do have my things that I like, but nonetheless. Blood of the Dawn Walker. This is a game that is made by devs who made the Witcher games as well, right? They kind of spun off, not all the same people, but some of the people who have worked on Witcher before kind of spun off, made their own studio, and make it the Blood of the Dawn Walker. If you've played Vampire, I haven't had a chance to. I heard Vampire was a solid ass game though. You're probably going to be into this one. If you like The Witcher, you might be into this one. The story looked dope. I don't think we get enough good vampire games. Super interesting. Super Meat Boy, don't care. Ninja Gaiden 4. Let me tell you something about Ninja Gaiden. I went back and, because I played Ninja Gaiden 1, I think, back in the day. I went and played Ninja Gaiden 2 Black that released with the UE5 update, looked mad clean, and I think they found a newfound fan for Ninja Gaiden across the board. I thought Ninja Gaiden 3, I ended up booting that up after I beat 2. And I thought it was solid, and I might end up still going into beat 3 before I jump into 4. But Ninja Gaiden 4 just looks phenomenal. I'm an action game fan, and this one coming to Game Pass as well. Like, how can you deny that? Like, I don't know, man. It's good stuff. Beast of Reincarnation, bro. What is Game Freak came out of nowhere? The Pokemon studio that I was just down on, bro. Scarlet and Violet I thought were is definitely the best Pokemon experience that I've had to date. I'll even throw Arceus in there, but Scarlet and Violet I think was super solid, especially for a co-op side of things where you can get you and your brothers or you and your family or whatever the case, you and a homie and get together, capture mons and stuff like that. I think they did good with it, but the performance on the Switch, I just wish Pokemon was on different platforms, man. But nonetheless, for Game Freak to come out of nowhere, do this Beast of Reincarnation, Asian inspired, looks like it's going to be action, a lot of action in there too. They had mechs in there. Again, you all talking my language, super dope. Indiana Jones, I don't care about Indiana Jones. I ain't just going to be frank with y'all. Next one, Clockwork Revolution. I didn't put the title on here, but if just in case you want to see it, Clockwork Revolution. Game looked phenomenal, bro. I typically don't tend to favor first-person games. I don't mind them, but they got to do a lot of work for me to be like, oh, I'm going to jump in on this. Clockwork Revolution just was it looked phenomenal. In comparison to the first trailer I've seen for it, I want to say about 2 or 3 years ago, it's not even remotely close. Blew it out of the water. I'm now more interested than I ever have been before. Dope. Grounded 2. Grounded 2 is more of I'm not interested in Grounded personally, but I know the wife is, and my youngest love it too, and they like to play it together, so I'm excited for them. Grounded 2, man, so shout out to them. Chronos: The New Dawn. I played Dead Space more recently for the first time, not the remake. I played it before the remake came out, about a year before the remake. This more recent remake came out. For Dead Space, and Chronos: The New Dawn gives me all the Dead Space vibes that I would want. I'm not the scary game dude. I can't, I got a limit. Too much anxiety. It's not even I don't even get anxiety like that, but scary games just do something to me. I'm not messing with it. Seeing things in real life that I couldn't even explain to y'all, but nonetheless, Chronos: The New Dawn looks super fire. There Are No Ghosts in the Grand. This reminded me of an Alice in Wonderland kind of style game. Looked alright, not for me, so I'm gonna move on. Alphion. Don't Nod's next game is Aphelion or whatever. Not for me, passing on it. Mudain Two Hearts, man. This game looked fire. Me and my homie Palm, every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. UK time, we do a gaming podcast, gaming conversationalist podcast, where we talk about different things going on in the industry. And we've been talking about the East for quite some time. Bro, more than Eastern flavored games, because it seems like the East is willing to kind of experiment and kind of do things. They believe in the good looking characters, which I 100% stand behind, right? Because again, you got to have that appealing character to get you into the door of the game. It's like back in the day, you looking on the front and the back of the game case to find out whether you was going to be interested in this. That was what you had to go with. So if you come in and you got an average ass character, right, it's going to throw me off a little bit. So, but I was really liking what they were down with Mudain Two Hearts. It reminded me of a little bit of Division with a mix of, what else would I put in there? Maybe a little bit of Gear Solid, maybe. It had a nice blend of different things. It's not a looter from what I can tell. It's supposed to be I don't know, it's supposed to be like a story-driven, action-based, third-person, over-the-shoulder shooter. Looks super fire. I'm interested. Anemo. For another Pokemon-esque game, this game lets you actually turn into the mons that you capture. I like the concept of what they were doing with that. The combat looked look, a lot of people may look over this one, but I thought it looked I was a fan of Power World 2 when it came out, put some good time in there. I actually want to jump back in with my youngest at some point, get us on the server and everything. But nonetheless, Anemo I thought was dope. Solo Leveling. Bro, this is not the mobile game, or none of that extra stuff. This is a 4-player co-op solo leveling game. This looks absolutely phenomenal. It's supposed to be coming out in the fall of 2025. Yo, if you a fan of Solo Leveling, and I still gotta watch the anime, but Solo Leveling look fire. Planet of Lana, not for me. I'll skip. Persona 4, not for me. Skipping. Fallout 76, I just don't care. At Fate's End. There's another one, side scroller. I liked what they were doing with the engagements, right? They were doing some clashes and whatnot, sword to sword, and you were able to have like dialogue and stuff like that. I thought it was creative. I thought it looked cool. I like the way the character design is as well. Super fire. Tony Hawk don't hit the same for me, bro. Ever since I got older, yo, like it just don't hit the same way that it do back in the day. Like I don't care to play Tony Hawk. Invincible. This looked good. I wasn't expecting for it to be a fighter. Apparently, this is by the same people who made. Dang, I can't think of the name of it right now. Either way, it's supposed to be from a familiar team. I think. Anyway, I was trying to think of who it was, but anyway, it's a fighter, 3v3 fighter. Again, fighter fans are getting some love, so shout out to that. Gears of War Reloaded. This is another one of my most anticipated multiplayer games of this year, alongside Mecha Break. That's top number one, comes out July 1st. But Gears of War Reloaded. They dropped some multiplayer betas, and they also have said that they did some work on the server side of things. So I think this game is about to play phenomenal. If you an OG Gears fan like myself, I am a Gears of War veteran. I'm back to y'all real quick. Gears of War is probably the best third-person game that you could ever play. Hands down. It's not even remotely close. I'm excited to get back in the field. If you a Gears fan, if you a Gears vet, you back and fucking with Gears, let me know in the comments below. We're gonna link it up and we're gonna catch some bodies. Sea of Thieves, don't care. Age of Mythology, Young Steel will be happy with Age of Mythology, man. So shout out to Age. Final Fantasy Remake Integrate. The base game and the expansion coming to Game Pass, not coming to Game Pass, but coming to Xbox. Check that out. That one was a really good game. I haven't played the part 2 yet. Final Fantasy 16 also coming to Xbox. I still think Final Fantasy 15 is better. Anyway, Keeper looked interesting. Black Ops 7, Call of Duty. Let me tell you this. I this year haven't had any issues with Call of Duty. Personally, every time that I jump in, I had a good experience. I haven't had an issue with cheaters or nothing like that. But I know Call of Duty's been kind of down, right, for a lot of people. For me, I want to see Call of Duty go to an every other year cycle, or at least get 2 years development time on, just because as a multiplayer game, I like to know that my multiplayer game is going to be, especially with skins and all the other stuff that we've kind of gotten used to, especially with Warzone being free and whatnot. I just want them to spend some more time on it, man. If people are having cheating problems, if anti-cheat is an issue, you need to spend your ducats getting that right before you just keep continuing making games. Like, you got these different studios spread out making different Call of Duties. Nah, bro. Put all of them together. Get a Call of Duty out every other year, every third year, whatever you want to do. I'm just tired of Call of Duty coming out every year. So, and I'm making a stand this year. I'm not, even with it coming into Game Pass. I am not. I'm not playing COD this year, bro. Got other good multiplayer games to play. But that's the Summer Game Show for Xbox Showcase. That happened on June 8th of 2025. Yo, and this is Lunch with Steel, man, where I come in, sit down, eat a little something. I'm gonna try to do these on an everyday basis. I got a couple more that I'm gonna upload that were coming from the showcase. I'm gonna upload those on on a day-to-day basis. I might just flood those out because I already got those done. But you know, eat a little something. Even when I get to the crib, if I'm at home and it's lunchtime, I might do a little something like this. So if you're into it, let me know in the comments below. And let me know what spoke to you this showcase season, baby. E3 feels like it's alive and well, even without the branding of E3, which is kind of unfortunate in some ways. But that's neither here nor there, man. Yo, if you want to check me out, follow me, Steel Rain. That T is a 7 everywhere. Here is the Twitter if y'all are about that. I'm also on an app called Fuse if you're down for it there. And I also got my own YouTube channel that I'm gonna start ramping up and getting things rocking on. So if you rocking and rolling with that, check me out there. And other than that, much love. Y'all be safe and sending many blessings and money, much energy, positive energy your way. Y'all be easy, be safe. We'll check you on the next one. Peace.